Now then, we've just arrived. Where are we this time? We're in Telford for the Classic Dirt Bike Show. Not been to this one for a while, so looking forward to it, and hopefully there's some good stuff to see, which I'm going to share with you. So let's go and see what's here. But first, as always, I am the Barnsley biker. Enjoy. Let's go. How you doing? Still quiet? Were you busy yesterday? Yeah. Still, we thought we'd come Sunday because we thought it might be a bit quieter, but fingers crossed it's going to get busier for you. That's it. Look, this is my church. Have a good day. Cotton Owners Club stand. Iconic British dirt bike brand. Selection of trials. Motocross. Or scramblers, as they were in that day. And a road racer. Yes. They are when men were men. A nice cotton trials bike, quite successful in their day, before the Spanish and then the Japanese came. Cool. And then the Wasp stand, classic dirt bike sidecar outfits. Still quite popular. Three-unit Triumph engine. Very well turned out, very clean. Not seen much action recently, so. Tiger Cub. Morning. How we doing? Ever popular little lightweight Triumph, single cylinder. There's a road going trim, but they were popular amongst competition trials and motocross. Did very well in trials, to be fair, Tiger Cubs. What else we got? Dots. Made in Manchester. Devoid of trouble. A road going one. Early trials version. And a scrambler with the signature forks. There you are. Got half at fielding with this one. Not sure the exhaust meets ACU regulations, but hey, it's obviously getting used, which is the main thing. Okay, there you go. Golden Valley Classic MCC with some very nice bikes on this stand and a couple of my favourites. Very well turned out Beamish Suzuki, still on my would like list. Another one of those trials sidecar outfits, and my all-time favourite British dirt bike, BSA, with the iconic tank that I've tried to replicate for my Yamaha. Yeah, that's very nice. Still the back hard if you want twin shocks, Honda, TLR, and an early Bultaco. Quite an early one that. Another BSA. A TY. Modified frame. Quite heavily modified TY, that one. Aluminium swinging arm. Triumph Unit Twin. Looks quite a big one as well. And a Rickman Matisse. Whoa. Nice collection of Japanese trail bikes. I remember when we first received the Suzuki TS 250 with the blue frame at Doncaster, everybody proper fell in love with it. Didn't sell many, which is a shame because it was a cracking bike. Obviously, the ever popular Yam DT, KE, more Kawasaki's. Excellent selection. Part of the vintage Japanese motorcycle club. My all-time favourite. Next to one of my other all-time favourites, which we see regularly at Stafford. One of those could be the same one. Now the Greeves Owners Club, and another iconic British brand specialising in dirt bikes, mainly scramblers, but long gone. And another one looking as they should look. Size of that engine, monster. You can smell the dirt on that one, and it's not a bad smell. Anybody that's ridden dirt, warm oil, warm mud, can't beat the smell. And that one's won Best Scrambler, and again, their signature leading link forks. Very nice restoration on that one. And this one too. Slightly different take on the front suspension. But these, back in the 60s, these were the bikes to be riding. And then a very nice selection of classic trials machines looking, most of them, yeah. Another Tiger Cub, the Honda TL125. That bike was far more capable than you would give it credit for. Yeah. We've just been talking to the gentleman, these Maicos, these are proper animal bikes. But as he's been saying, very, very popular these days. One time we couldn't give them away. Again, back in the day, very capable bikes, but very rare these days. And CZ doesn't really have that much of a reputation, but they did build some very, very good competition bikes. And that's a very nice example. Nice. Now then, your iconic AGS. Enduro with the compressed air canister, I'm guessing. Tyre levers. I'm guessing it's an international 6-day trial bike or something. Yeah, international 6-day trial, 1964. One for my mate Steve Brooks, the Morini stand. Not only did we do some cracking road bikes, little V twins, they did some very nice dirt bike versions. And there's a few here. Excellent. There we go. And that 500 Camel is a stunner. Orange, you expect orange to be KTM, but no, SWM. We did some very competitive dirt bikes. They did some really good trials bikes back in my day. But these are obviously the motocrossers, scramblers. I think by the time these were being ridden, you'd be calling it motocross, wouldn't you? So, yeah. Another one of my all-time favourite dirt bikes, the original CCMs. I would imagine you'll be slightly deaf after a day on that. That is beautiful. If you're into your green meanies, some very nice Kawasaki KX 250, 125. Nice. And it looks like this is the chap to see if you need a restoration. As much as it's the classic dirt bike show, there's a little bit of everything, a little bit of something for everybody. And we've got a road racing BSA single there. Nice. Not just display, there's a lot of bikes for sale if you're looking for your next project or just something to relive your youth on. Bike made famous by Sammy Miller. Aerial. Something a little bit more modern. A Bantam Trials bike. Quite popular in modern twin shock trials these days. Heavily modified as they are. Nice display, some early dirt bikes again. That is a very early Yamaha Scrambler. A KTM before they were all orange. From my era of when I had a dabble at trials, this was one of the bikes to have. I could never afford one back then and not now. But yeah, the Montesa Cota.
Graham's still the first flush of youth. In fact, we're very lucky to have Graham's World Championship winning bike here today, and I'll tell you something, if it wasn't for that bad ankle, I'm sure he'd be back on that Honda and doing the business. Would that be right, Graham?
Bultaco Club UK. Again, these for a while were the bike to have, the bike to try and beat. And probably best known in this country for their trials bikes. But what people don't realise is they did motocross, enduro, flat track and road races back in the day. That's an earlier one, not the round cylinder one, but it's an early one. That's similar to one that I was trying to restore at one point. That is a very nice example, and that's a very, very early one. There we go. Looks like it's still in use, that one. Obviously developed again, once again, by that famous trials rider, Sammy Miller. Going back to my video that I did from the NEC, Cove were one of the manufacturers that were displaying down there, one of the Chinese manufacturers, and this is their Cove Rally. And they've got a better look at a proper tricked out one. Very nice. I will make you famous.
Thank you.
And again, another up and coming brand. Looking very, very nice. Decent quality on these. So hopefully there is a future for motorcycling, and this is it. I've just been talking to the gentleman on the stand, and he's saying that these, there's a lot of demand from dealers and from customers, so hopefully we'll see these out on the streets. GPX Moto. There you go. Again, made in China, but looking at them, there's nothing on the quality that you'd be worried about. Excellent. Obviously the Japanese and Italian stuff is very, very popular these days. Nice selection, some more Maicos, Hondas. Oh, a couple of Husqvarnas. All for sale, fill your boots. You've got 5-6 grand to spend. A lot of fun to be had. The Dalesman, another British classic. A name that's disappeared other than from your classic bike magazines. Made some very nice dirt bikes. And then the Japanese came along. More CCMs. Again, they had a dabble at trials bikes at one point. It's a Rotax engine one, and another one with the BSA derived engine. We ought to give Hagon Shocks a mention, seeing as they're the show sponsor. Stop yawning and smile. There you go. I can't walk past the Beamish stand without getting some pictures. As I mentioned earlier, still one of my favourite trials bikes of the era. That's the RL 250 that the bike was based on before they started buying the engines and building them here in the UK. A rare black and red one, but okay, we've mentioned already that we've seen a lot of Maicos. A very nice selection here on this stand, including some early ones. Nice enduro there. Yeah. Trade stand, Drayton frames, but there's some very nice bikes on here. Still my favourite's the Triumph Unit Twins. It's probably a baby one, 350 or 500, it's hard to tell in the flesh. But a very nicely presented bike. But this one so far has been, if I'd got money to burn and I wanted a bike today at the show, this would be the one. It's nice Triumph.
Yep, I've got standard carbon, I've got Drayton 1 and Drayton 2.
Okay, and next to that, BSA single, trials form, and another Triumph on the end. Let's have a look at the Triumph from the other side. Yeah, that is neat, very neat. And a very nice XT. And to be fair, that is not bad money. 5.5 grand for that. Nice. 365 Motocross Club stand. A very nice turnout there. Matisse, is that
It's got battery. There's no side panels.
BSA?
There's the rest of it. That's how they were. I certainly sold them. That's yours as well. I think Archie did before you had me. You got quite a few about there. Yeah.
Obviously, all having a good catch up.
What if he says no?
Putting the worlds to rights. Some modern classics, if you like. Montesa, Honda Montesa. Another Bantam based, but a fairly rare, although I think I've seen it here before, Armstrong trials bike. Had a little bit of success, but not enough for him to keep going. A nice Yam TY. BSA based trials bike. That's one heavy lump to be, but in the day, that's what they rode. Cracking. Yeah. And yours for £8.5 grand. All of you Itchy Boots fans, hey, you could have your own. XT600 Tenere. There you go. It's a nice selection of bikes. Another club stand, the Westmoreland Motor Club. Nice selection bikes from across the years. Another CZ. You don't see many, and then along come now a couple of what I call proper Husqvarnas from the period. But interestingly, this second one here is an automatic. Husqvarna did dabble with an automatic gearbox on their motocrossers. Obviously, it didn't take off, or otherwise everybody would be using them. But some people like them. There you are, fully auto, and yours for 250. Okay, we'll have a look round at some of the entries to the show, individual entries. And we'll start with, I think we've seen one already, but one of my favourites, and the bike that the tank I've got on the Yamaha was sort of based on. The SA unit single. So, 440 motor. Very, very nice. Yes. When my lottery numbers comes in, it'll be on the list. We'll have a walk down the row. It's a rare one, I'm on it. And again, the Verda Enduro, fairly rare. I've seen one before, but Maico. It's a very pretty blue one here. Another Suzuki PD. Suzuki Enduro. Excellent restorations here. Some people might say they're over restored, but it's nice to see them in this sort of condition. There's a P-unit. KTM again before they all went orange. I'll walk down and share them with you. Jeez. Now that's a rare thing. Yamaha 650 motor in it. And that definitely fills the frame, doesn't it? Hey? Gary Dakar BMW. Now that's a serious looking piece of kit. Obviously one of the later knock-blocks engines. Yes. It's good to see some of the later ones now being collected and displayed. Okay, moving on. On the tail, Rothmans, TY. representing. TL 250. 250. Early one. Very nicely flown.